Hi. The mic quality on this probably isn't the best. Um, I have like a recording mic. I really do have a recording mic. I just didn't really plan on this. You see, I have loved YouTube for a long time. And when I say a long time, I mean a really long time. I don't want to write a script. I love to talk from the heart. I know that in like editing this, I can cut some stuff out. I probably started watching YouTube like 2013, 2014, with channels typical of my age range, which was 13, 14 at the time. Um, and so I started with PewDiePie. How's it going, bros? It's your boy PewDiePie. That was a long time ago. I then started watching Deji, I think at first, and KSI Ole GDBT. You know who they are, obviously, and still continue to watch the Sidemen to the day. They've grown a lot, and so have I, and now I'm unemployed. I've just finished studying. I've just finished studying. Um, so it's recently unemployed, and yes, I've been applying for jobs and doing a lot of things actually. Doing a lot of things. I feel like it's hard sometimes. It's really hard to know where you need to go. And sometimes fate and faith in fate um, don't seem to be pushing. And that's why I made this video. Because I've always wanted to make this video. That's why I'm not editing, probably. We'll see, we'll see. They say you should always follow your passions and not money. So maybe I should just tell you what I'm passionate about. Immediately I saw this necklace. I'm passionate about my family. That's what that represents to me. I'm a tattoo boy. Ooh, nah. I've got a Fall Out Boy tattoo. I really love pop punk music. Emo kid at heart. Here I am making a YouTube video. Hopefully saying something that resonates with your emotions. Fall Out Boy was there for me in a time where I didn't really know who I was. You see, I come from an Indian family in Howick West, South Africa. Howick West, Pietermaritzburg, KZN, South Africa. Which means there's a lot of things that come with it. Simply cultural wise, you know, do prayers, fasting, typical stuff, you know, get good grades, do your best, get your degree, you know, and that really grounded me as a person. As I said, the first thing I mentioned was family. And I also went to a predominantly white school and have been throughout my whole life. I know my head is cut out there. And have been throughout my whole life. They say look at me about to put my degree into use. Socialization comes from many factors. First, it's through family and friends. Then it's through education, media. There's other things that impact it. But when you go to a school that you're not familiar with, you automatically start learning their culture. And I don't take that as a regret. I am so happy to have learned all that I've learned. Um, but that also puts you in a position, especially through your like formative teen years, when you don't really know who you are specifically. You know that you're good at stuff, but you don't know why you're good at stuff and if you even really like that stuff that you're good at. Um, it was confusing. And in that time, I found Fallout Boy. That's why I got the tattoo. Um, we've got the Deathly Hallows. Deathly Hallows, you know. Um, Deathly Hallows, Harry Potter, as you know, very formative part of my childhood. I remember as a kid and even now, I really love stories. I really love telling stories and hearing stories. That's my favorite thing to do. Um, Harry Potter is one of those formative stories for me that really governed how I want to live my life. Um, it taught me a lot of the morals that I think are somewhat unilateral to make someone a good person. Not by following it, like by looking at the book, looking at the characters, admitting flaws, but also so important to me specifically, you know? Really shaped who I was. I mean, me funding out my house, me funding out my Hogwarts house literally turned me into a more loyal and understand. I'm a Hufflepuff, by the way. You can maybe see that from this. Request transcripts. Oh, I need to request transcripts. Ooh. But that's fine. Like I said, a lot of things. Yes, I wanted to know and became more loyal, more trusting. Yeah. Even to this day, to my detriment or not, I still know that that's a part of me. I've got a fox tattoo. This is because my Patronus, again Harry Potter, is a fox. Did the test, Pottermore, whole deal, whole shebang. We can see how much I really actually do love it. But the Patronus itself is meant to symbolize going through, like, in Harry Potter there are these creatures called Dementors that suck the happiness and in essence the soul out of someone. Meant to be representing depression, and the Patronus was that thought, that feeling of positivity, of true and utter happiness, that fights it away. And me personally, as I think a lot of people in this world do, has struggled with depression and minor adult onset ADD separately, obviously, but and you can tell it by how I like to separate things. Yeah, that fox has kept me safe. I've got this tattoo here. It's actually like a stick of gum that says Alex on it, even though it's very hard to recognize. And that's just because like I chose the design and really did not think it through, but I also just love it because of that. It's the word Alex is on here because this is a reference to my grandma on my mom's side, who whenever we used to watch Man United as a kid, when I was a kid at least. Um, Sir Alex Ferguson was the manager at the time. And he used to always chew a stick of gum. And she used to always say, "Oh, I'm gonna start a brand of chewing gum called Sir Alex, and we're gonna sell it." And so I just got probably her first piece of chewing gum here. We've got a 77 here. This is in reference to my auntie. Well, we call her Party. I was thinking about how to explain this. We call her Party. She is my mom's aunt. And she was a really special person to me. Was the first person to treat me as an individual, or at least that I felt being treated as an individual. You know, because people are people. Everybody's gonna have different intentions. But she was the first one I felt it and I understood it. I've eventually started understanding other people and, you know, more and more and more. But yeah, she passed away end of 2022. I really still do miss her. She died at the age of 77. And she loved to go to the casino. She loved to go to the casino, and I used to sit with her in the smoking part of the casino because she was a smoker. And she used to play what she would call the chicken machine, which is basically like, if you think of gambling with like sevens, and it's basically one of those machines. And I just thought it was very cool that I got a that she not very cool, I guess, but very serendipitous that that it was at the age of 77 that she passed. It's almost like there's 1 7 missing here, you know, to hit the jackpot. Yeah, that's a little bit about me. I love sports, I love movies, I love TV series, I love anime, I love books, I love taking pictures, I love songs, I love music. I love puzzles, I love riddles, I love general knowledge, I love... Whoa. I love video games. I love talking to people. I love my friends. And I guess my point is that if you follow along with me, I hope that we could be friends too. Okay. Thank you. I needed this.